Hey, what's up guys? This is Dave from Revocation and Gargoyle. I'm here today showing off my new 2020 Pro Series Warrior. The Warrior is, I don't know, it just caught my eye. The first time I saw it, I just thought like that was like so badass. Like the shape, the contour. I think it's important for an instrument to inspire you, and the Warrior definitely does that for me. There's some extreme shapes that are like a little bit like too much for me, but something about the Warrior, it just has like this sexy, sleek look to it, even though it's kind of more of an extreme shape. It's almost like a, I don't know, it's like the Ferrari of guitars or something, right? It's badass, but it's got a sleek classiness to it as well. So yeah, it's always been something that has been inspiring to me. And I remember the first time I saw like people playing it, I was like, oh my God, that thing is just deadly looking. So yeah, a year ago, 2019 model, we had that really beautiful cooked ash custom shop Warrior that was a super limited run. So we wanted to take that aesthetic and put it into the Pro Series model for this year. So this is a mahogany body. It's got a walnut stain, so it has that really natural wood finish still, but with a slightly different tone to it, which I think looks great with the black hardware. There's something about that kind of burgundy tone and black, just like it's like a nice glass of red wine or something, right? So yeah, I'm drinking this thing in right now. We got the matching headstock. That's crucial for me. I love when the wood grain matches the headstock. It's just like an aesthetic thing that I think really makes a difference. Got some cool black binding going on. The black Jackson logo, again, with the black with that walnut stain looks just super sexy. We went with a ebony fingerboard this time around. Last time we did more of a maple fretboard, but I think with the tone of the wood, the ebony just really worked with that. The Dimarzio Imperiums, I've been using them for a few years now. They've been in all my signature models, so I'm a huge fan of them. Worked with Dimarzio for like a good year and a half, just dialing in the specs. They're more medium output. They're not super high output, so that I think the notes really come through. So whether you're playing like a very precise riff, it's got a punch to it, but if you're playing more like chords and like open, sort of washy things, like the notes don't get lost. There's not like that sort of smear that gets created sometimes when you've got like really hot pickups. So that was important for me to have a pickup that was going to be versatile, so I can play like really aggressive, crunchy stuff, and then some more chordal things with distortion that are really going to sing through, almost like a piano sort of voicing, where it's like you can hear like every note really clearly. So that was my goal with these pickups, and Dimarzio really nailed it. So I'm happy that they've been in all of my signature models so far. Floyd Rose, of course, for all the whammy, all that good stuff. That's fun. Push-pull. So once again, you can split these pickups, turn this metal machine into like a Strat sounding guitar. So that's always fun. All right, so let's take a look at the back here. We got this gorgeous maple neck through, super sturdy, very reliable on tour. The neck here, it's got a oiled finish. I've played gloss necks before, they're cool, but I really prefer the gunstock oil style finish. It just feels really good. It rewards you the more you play it. You kind of like sweat into it. It just like feels familiar. It feels like you made that guitar your own. It's like shaking hands with an old friend. So the fretboard, we got a compound radius. It's 12 to 16. The scale length is 25.5. Playing different guitars, I've realized how important scale length is. It just kind of affects the overall playability, but these are set up great and they feel super smooth. So whether you're doing bends or fast runs, the guitar just plays like you want it to, right? It reacts to your hand in a great way. And it's got piranha tooth inlays, which are a little bit more understated, more subtle, which I like on the Warriors. So I've been a Jackson artist for over a decade, and I've been a signature artist for the past 4 years. So this is the fourth iteration of my SIG model. It's an incredible honor to be part of the Jackson family and to have my own signature guitar. I mean, growing up, I always envision that, like, you know, like have a fantasy, like, oh my God, it'd be so cool if I could one day like have my own signature guitar. So I'm very thankful for all that Jackson do to allow me to live that dream and you know, create some really awesome instruments for other people to enjoy. And obviously the roster at Jackson it's amazing. I mean, there's so many great players from diverse styles of metal, right? I mean, you got guys like Jeff Loomis and Misha and Marty Friedman. I mean, there's so many guys out there, and it's just really an honor to be part of such a great team. I would say that Jackson's in my blood because it was really my first like metal guitar that I was like really like proud of. Like I remember for a graduation present, my parents bought me a Ferrari Red Warrior, and like that was like the nicest instrument that I've had up to that point, and it just was part of my like sort of musical DNA growing up almost. Like when I got that guitar, it just inspired me, and it became my main axe for like the longest time. So it's in my blood because I've been using them for so long, and it feels comfortable. It feels like it's like part of me. I think Jackson have just been in the game for so long, and they've just constantly put out quality. Like certain companies, I think maybe they go through like a dip in quality here and there, but Jackson just always seems to be standing firm as like the leaders in making like modern metal instruments. Whether it's like forward-thinking designs, just the overall craftsmanship. I mean, the custom shop, the guys that are working there are just like unparalleled. I mean, dudes that were building guitars for like Randy Rhoads back in the day. So the fact that I can have a vision, give that to the team, and they can come back with like an instrument that's like exactly what I was looking for, I think speaks volumes.